everyone, welcome to Eden's Secret for this special Valentine's edition of soap making today. So in the pan, my melted oils are 350 grams of olive oil, which is 12.34 ounces, 500 grams of sunflower oil, 17.63 ounces, 425 grams of palm oil, sustainable palm oil of course, 14.99 ounces, 425 grams of coconut oil, 14.99 ounces, 75 grams of cocoa butter, 2.64 ounces, 75 grams of shea butter, 2.64 ounces, and 50 grams of castor oil, 1.76 ounces. And the lye solution, we have 267 grams of sodium hydroxide, which is 9.41 ounces, and 350 grams of water, 12.34 ounces. You'll find the full recipe in the description box below this video. So I'm going to make some the sort of waffles, but they're shaped in hearts. I bought them for wax melts, and I will use them for wax melts, but I thought they'd be really nice just for a Valentine's Day special today. So we're just going to blend up this soap here. So this is actually half the size of my regular batch. And if you want to know what temperature we're soaping at today, we are soaping at 27.4 Celsius. Okay, so I'm just going to split off some soap. I forgot to press the record button, so you don't know that I'm actually using black raspberry and vanilla fragrance today, which I've already added into my all of my batter. I'm just splitting some of it off, doesn't matter how much, and I'm actually going to put the golden pumpkin into this one. And I'm going to pop the pure purple from Mineral Makeup Ingredients. Beautiful purple, absolutely gorgeous. I know I've always been keen on the blue violet, but I actually prefer this one now. It's just a richer purple. It's absolutely gorgeous. Well, that is going into the pot. Then we're just going to blend. I'm not used to having so little in a pot to work with. actually not used to having so little batter to work with. Okay, so that's that. Let's blend that gorgeous golden pumpkin now. I've always loved orange and purple together. Beautiful big purple irises, flowers, with orange daisies. Absolutely gorgeous in a vase. So that's my inspiration for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an in the pot swirl here. But then I'm actually going to dispense into a jug because these moulds, they're quite shallow. So I'm going to do like a bottom and a top. And then tomorrow I'll pipe in the centre. Okay, so I'm just going to do it this way. I'm just going to dispense so much into the pot like that. And then we'll pour them into the moulds. So I've got these moulds cheap as chips again. I'm sure I got them from Amazon. So what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description box to these if you're interested in buying them, because now that we've perfected our wax melts in the snap bar, I thought we would probably move on to doing some different shapes. So you can see it's kind of a heart shape, isn't it? I was going to do mirror glaze hearts, and I thought, I mean, obviously it doesn't matter if I redo things, but I thought I've done that before, so I'll do something a little bit different this time. I did think I could mirror glaze these, but black raspberry and vanilla soaks beautifully. The fragrance holds really well. It's the Nature's Garden variety that I'm using today because, as far as I'm concerned, I think that's the most beautiful black raspberry and vanilla out there. And I haven't used it for a long time. And now I've got it back in, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot how gorgeous it was. Okay, so in this container I have 1/4 of my recipe, so that's 950 grams of oils and 300 grams of my lye solution, i.e. meaning my lye, my sodium hydroxide and water mixed together. So I'll write the exact measurements to what I've got in here in the description box below if you want to make some frosting. The frosting is exactly the same recipe as my base recipe. All you do is just let the soap thicken up, and that tends to work with all cold process soap recipes. Let's blend. Okay, so I don't think any Valentine soap would be complete without some beautiful red. So I'm actually using today, this is my favourite red, which is CI12490, and this is from Soap Posh. Theirs is a lot cheaper than the Soap Kitchen, but I can see that it is a little more runny than the one from the Soap Kitchen, so I'll probably need quite a lot, but I actually like that it's got that, you know, it's done in an essential oil bottle, so it controls how much colour comes out of the bottle. Definitely needs more than that in, but as you can see, it is a fantastic red. Now I am going to put some more in. It's looking good at the moment, but when it saponifies it will lighten up a bit, so I just want to make sure that it is still red and not just a dark pink when it's saponified. So how much have I used there? I've probably used about 10 mils. I'm just adding in my fragrance oil now, which again is the black raspberry and vanilla. Okay, so we're just going to leave that to thicken up, and while I'm doing that I'll get my pan. I think I might put some on the top as well. And you see how clean that recipe unmolds from these molds. Now, because these are a day old, obviously they've been open to the elements in the air, so you can get a little bit of a seal on the top of your soaps. And because we're going to pipe onto them, we want the piped soap to adhere to these tops. So what you need to do is give them a really good soaking, just as much as what I'm doing here with some rubbing alcohol, and just leave that on there to soak for about 10 minutes. They'll probably look dry again when we come back to pipe on them. I thought you might like to know how much just one piece of the waffle weighs. So they're about 50 grams each. So there's going to be 2 on there, which will make 100 grams, and then any piping on top as well. So they're going to work out really well to be at least 150 grams, these soaps, which is what I sell my soaps for. Right, as soon as we're ready to pipe, we'll be back. Now, if you've gotten this far through the video, make sure you stick around till the end, because I've got a nice little treat for you. Just because it's Valentine's Day, and I thought, why not? Have any of you seen a channel called Bruno Albuz? I think he lives in the States, but I think he's Mexican, and he's a fantastic patissier. So we're going to take the other halves, and then we're just going to pop those. Just press them down a little bit, not too much, because you don't want to squash your pipe in, but you do want those top bars to stick onto the frosting. They're actually looking really good. I do love red though. Red's definitely one of my favourite colours. Obviously I haven't got my gloves on, but I'm not touching that wet frosting at all that's underneath. The soap that I'm touching on the top is already saponified. Okay, so I wanted to put a nice little baby heart on there, but this soap's a little bit too thick for piping, so I'm just going to put 3 berries on each one. I And just to finish those off, we're going to go with some Eco Sparks glitter in purple from So Posh. And there they are, my gorgeous Valentine waffle hearts. Hey everyone, stick around for that little treat I've got for you coming up, which is all about love. And let's face it, there's been a lot of love shown during this virus, hasn't there? Lots of people doing all kinds of things for other people. Yes, there's been a lot of bad stuff as well, but there's been so much good, and that's what I want to reflect on today. Alright, here we go. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy nor boast. It is not arrogant nor rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable nor resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Happy Valentine's, everyone.